This is Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand for Monday, June 5th, 2023. I'm Gary Dick. The PepsiCo beverage distribution plant in Muncie will close in the coming months, and operational responsibilities will be dispersed to other local distributors, the company said in a statement. PepsiCo says it will work with local leadership, unions, and others for transition at the plant. After 400 jobs were cut last December, New Jersey-based Catalent is unveiling a new round of layoffs affecting about 150 jobs in Bloomington, primarily in leadership and support positions. According to an internal email obtained by the Herald Times, staff has been told that the branch's operations were too expensive and unsustainable. The move was made to reduce duplicate roles and inefficiency. Dozens of job openings were also eliminated. Well, it's been 25 years since Inside Indiana Business debuted on television, and in that time, the state's tech sector has realized some major gains. But SpokeNote founder John Wexler says challenges remain, especially in the venture capital area.
When I think back 25 years ago, obviously the names have changed a little bit, but the story's the same. And our early stage entrepreneurs have done a whole lot better at finding capital, seed stage, Series A kind of capital. But the real challenge is in that growth stage. And that causes the entrepreneurs to have to tap out a little early, whether it's selling the company earlier than they wish, because it's really hard for them to find access to that capital. That's probably the next big challenge for the state. If you look at from Lafayette down to Bloomington over to Muncie and throw that central Indiana overlay, you know, we compete favorably with major tech economies across the country, whether it's DC, whether it's the Silicon Valley. Our strengths here are undeniable with our access to amazing talent out of these universities. And companies are recognizing that, and I think we're going to continue to see great at-bats.
From the state's number one source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio. Get ready, West Central Indiana. We're headed your way. IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the Indiana Economic Development Corporation invite you to the inaugural Engage West Central Indiana event, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. Tuesday, June 20th at Holman Center at Indiana State University. We'll be diving into talent, education, and other issues shaping the regional economy. More at ibj.com/engage. The Consumer Financial Protection Bureau has ordered Evansville-based OneMain Financial to pay $20 million over what it calls deceptive sales practices. The Bureau says OneMain, a personal loan installment lender, failed to refund interest charged to 25,000 customers who canceled purchases within what the company called a full refund period. United Kingdom-based LightSource says it has completed a $460 million financing package to support and fund 2 utility-scale solar projects in St. Joseph County and Louisiana. The Indiana project, to be constructed east of the town of New Carlisle, will be a 188-megawatt operation known as Honeysuckle Solar. Heritage Interactive Services, a waste and recycling partner in Indianapolis, has announced it is changing its name to Invita Solutions. The company says the new name better represents its vision. Residents of the Fountain Fletcher District in Indianapolis are making progress toward their $17,500 goal in a crowdfunding campaign to revitalize their community gathering space with bright-colored chairs and tables, a playground, and movable gallery for local artists' work. The project had raised some $9,200 from 122 donors as of late last week. This is Gary Dick for Inside Indiana Business Radio on demand.